Okay, let me try to be a good person. I was quite, yeah, stressed out because of stressed out. Let me, okay. I want to cry actually. So, no, for a long time I haven't cried. Okay, so while we soak the ink for a little bit, I think I have soaked a little bit more than what I should, and it has this little come out of it, crumble out of it. So, oh, it is smooth now. It actually calmed down me a very big deal, very, very big deal. I was, maybe I will tell you the story, what is happening. And I know you like story time. And story time always have a reason. I put it aside and drink some tea at this time. And here is the tea, tea and ink. Let me make sure my hand is clean. And so, don't you like it? I love these little things. And this is a Kusmi tea. And such a beautiful afternoon. What tea do we have? Let's eeny, meeny, miny, mo. And we have agua rosa. Agua rosa, it's a mélange aromatisé d'hibiscus, baie noire, fruits et plantes. So this is a tisane. There's no tea, no caffeine. And I have drunk it. I think a lot of us has drunk it together. And this one is beautiful, almost like this color, quite intense color. And it's a good tea. And this one is thé vert au jasmin. Okay, the thé parfumé au jasmin. It seems a good tea because there is no mint, no fruit, no any other flavoring. I like tea that does not have any flavoring. That's my preference. And if I drink tea, no flavoring, no nothing, only hot water, and no sugar, no honey. That's the time that I feel I'm treating myself. And this one, Anastasia. Anastasia, every time I hear this word, it just warms my heart. And also, Anastasia, as I remember, is the name of one of Russian Tsar's daughter, Nicholas's daughter, Russian Tsar. Why do I say connect that? But anyway, Anastasia, I feel it's a very, very Russian name, very warm, very nostalgic, very old-time name, for in my opinion. Thé noir à la bergamote et au citron aromatisé fleur d'oranger. So there is orange flavor, orange flower flavor, and a little bit of citron, lemon, and bergamot. It's very much like Earl Grey from the description. Now let's try this tea. I will prepare the water. The water is a little bit cool. I will reheat. Okay, the water is good. We will use this tea. We decide. Okay. Beautiful tea. You want to see it, right? We will see the detail a bit later. It smells a little bit of... I want you to see it. You do not want to see me. You want to see this tea, right? Oh, wow. The coloring is quite strong, I think. Wow, that's magic. I like to see it. Okay, and also do not forget to move your ink a little bit. It's only a couple of minutes, so it's okay. Do not soak it for a long time. I have planned to grind the ink and do a calligraphy, and then it's meal time, and then there is other noises, and just there is never a good time if you do not intentionally forget about other things. There is never a good enough time. Okay, let's take a look at the tea. I move down a little bit. Now you can see, right? Now we see the tea color change. No change, right? I need to lift this one up. I think, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Color is coming out. And I think for this tea, it seems I can do 2 steeping or even 3 steepings if I get the right temperature of it. So I will do 2 steepings for this particular tea. It's clean. Yeah, I have just washed it, but it doesn't hurt to clean up a little bit further, right? Oh, it's a shiny without good, without the fingerprint, finger mark. Okay. So still I have hard time to adjust to this sound. Actually, why do I have hard time to adjust this sound? Because it is kind of noisy, right? There is just too much sound. But actually, if you think deep and think with your good sense, with your sense of gratitude, you should be grateful to hear this. Some people is in hard time, and there must be some family stressed out. There must be some people stressed out. There is a reason. Maybe because someone is sick. Maybe because of some fire, some house is on fire, or for a gazillion reasons that these siren sounds comes, and be grateful that it not come from us, right? Okay, let's. Maybe I should make a 墨床, ink bed. Do you know there is one thing called ink bed? I will show you a little bit later. Now let's just enjoy some tea. And you see my background, and it used to be no leaf at all. So every time when I wash something, I put the rinsing water there when I do not use soap or anything, the rinsing water I put there. So it's a little bit better. Now we will grind the ink, and grinding ink, I will tell story and just relax myself. Chin chin, have some tea. If you wake up with stress, I never wake up with stress. Maybe sometimes, I do not know. This seems a quite interesting thing. A lot of people who wake up with good spirit, I do not know. I heard, there was one time I heard from one person, maybe he's a doctor, or he learned about some medical, anyway, I forgot from whom, but he said, usually when we woke up in the morning, when we wake up in the morning, we are not in good spirit, because we were, before waking up, we were in a very comfortable and safe, comfortable, cozy environment, and we wake up and suddenly we get this noise and get all these things, so it's kind of disturbing. So it went away. So it's kind of disturbing to disturb your very comfy and good state. So if you wake up with not so good spirit, you are not alone. Don't blame yourself. I am with you. And the thing is, when you wake up, you have to adjust yourself and not surrender yourself into the feeling that make you feel not good. Oh yes, another thing I want to chat with you. Look at my freckles. So yesterday on Reddit, or maybe the day before yesterday, I opened up Reddit. One of the top listing is freckles. A beautiful young lady, red hair lady with freckles. She's so, yes. When you see freckle from that face, you know freckle is cute, is beautiful. Anyway, so we grind ink and keep on our blah blah blah. The first story, every time I wake up, I check about my my listings and yes, good. You are seeing it. You want to see it clearer? Okay. I can see it also. This is in selfie mode. Okay. So one friend asked, every time in the morning I woke up, I check email in the bed, check a little bit. You know, for some people, checking email is a big no-no because you get so much trouble. For me, as a teacher, not administrator, and especially in this vacation time, and I am not a classroom teacher. I mean, I am not a principal teacher. So, la prof principale, je suis pas la prof principale. 我不是班主任, donc normalement je reçois pas des emails ou des choses, les courriers électroniques. I do not receive email that stress me out. Usually are quite some fun and interesting read, especially on YouTube. I got some comments from YouTube, and one friend asked, what do you do to grind so much ink? It's not very much. Now I start to realize, actually, it takes about 10 minutes to grind a mature ink, a usable ink. Before it, even if you grind it very dark, it's dark. The ink has not yet went through this process of maturing. Do I make any sense? Because I should put "do I make any sense" into a special logo, into a T-shirt or something. And when you do it, it's not the water and ink is not blended together. It's not a good marriage. So it takes time for the water really get into the consistency of ink, and the ink get into the consistency of water, and make a full marriage, a full combination, and very cohesive and very harmonious, homogeneous kind of combination. Isn't it like a marriage, right? The very first year, you are too much into this loving mode and not yet getting into real life. You love, but the love is very intense. It's not relaxed and comfortable. You care too much, right? And as time passes, it becomes a little bit diluted, and you become more comfortable. The individuality of each person start to compromise, to start to get in, start to blend with the other person, and that is becoming a more stable stage. But another thing we never know, it's a myth. It's my universal truth. No, not universe. My theory of everything. One of it, my theory of everything. Everything should be explainable. Most of the things I can explain. There is one thing I cannot explain, is about fate. How many years your karma with another person, I can never understand. I can never know it. Just now I mentioned something about 墨床. Now let me explain. In China, grinding ink or anything connecting to calligraphy is art. And there is a whole industry sprout out of that calligraphy industry, such as inkstone, ink stick, and the peripheral of this. So we have water dropper, we have little teeny tiny little spoon, and just one drop of water, a spoon, to put into your inkstone when you're grinding ink. And for let me move it even a little bit further. Now you can see even better. And for the ink grinding, there is a particular thing. It's called 墨枕, 墨床, ink pillow, or ink bed. Ink pillow, 墨枕, is something like this, a little bit suspended, something like it. And the size about this, you put ink stick. When it is dried, you can put here. I do not put, I will tell you the reason right here, right now. I do not put my ink because this is a matte surface. and they put glaze everywhere. So when you wash it, it will all washed out. It's a glazed surface, so it's for resting. If you put on piece of paper, after some time, this paper will get stick to your ink stick, and it's not good. That is a very good 墨针. So I think I had one. I have bought in China some of those products. Oh, I have other things I can use. Yeah. So that's a very interesting thing. Okay. Here now we talk about grinding ink, and one friend asked, can I save this ink? Please do not save the ink. Why you do not save ink? You do not want to save ink because it's stinky. And this ink stick is made of ink, pigment, plus glue. And the glue is pectin, gelatin, the same family of things. And the resin, this family of things. And sometimes they put some fish gel and animal gel. Then it stinks after some time, right? It's enclosed, so do not save it. Use it, but if you dry it, there is no any bizarre, strange smell. But if you enclose it, it smells not good. And you may think, oh, that's something very bad, must poisonous. No, it's not. It's just a natural smell of it. If you do smell something extremely bad, maybe that's the quality of that ink stick is bad. Same as everything in this world, there are always people cheating and making bad things, making substitute, right? And also the brush, when you finish, do not cap it. Roll it in a piece of paper or leave it always dry. This is the best way you can take care of your brush. This is the best way. Do not put into a cap. No, let it dry and comfortable. So, and also this will be finished in one shot. I mean, in one shot, in two pieces of paper, and that's it. So if you will wake up in bad spirit, grind some ink. It makes you calm down. It makes you focused. And it's mesmerizing. And I just learned Mesmer is a person's name. And I think he's a German. And he's a hypnotizer. He studied about hypnotizing. At that time, hypnotizing, I think it's 100 years ago or 200 years ago, sometimes around that arena. He did the study of sleeping, and people just do not believe this hypnotizing series. So later on, he became so famous, and it's kind of a laughing at or mock. Hypnotizing is mesmerizing is you are mesmerized. You are fooled around to sleep by mesmer. Maybe you can check that. I have not yet checked Wikipedia, so I have not searched that word. It's just one of one of the anecdote you listened while driving or while chatting. Okay. Do I put into my ink bed? No, I do not want to because this is so clean. And this is sand here. Okay, tea. Maybe it's time for our second infusion. Some friends ask, what tea do you drink? I do not have a particular time for any tea. And in my home, I make sure I have 2 teas, 1 or 2 teas, and not more than that. And one friend said, it will be interesting to see my tea cardboard. There will be 1 or 2 at the same time, not more than that. Otherwise, you cannot appreciate. Do I make any sense? Otherwise, your tea will not be fresh. You want to keep your tea fresh and limited so that you can enjoy more. Too much talking. Time to write. Let's do it. Tea, you can go. You can go. Water, you stay here. This paper, you stay here. And this, you stay here. Now I go get the paper.